What did they know? Was Pakistan involved in harboring Osama bin Laden? Quote, either they're involved or incompetent, CIA Director Leon Panetta reportedly told lawmakers today in a classified briefing. Pakistan, meanwhile, called the U.S. strike, quote, an unauthorized unilateral action. It's easy to forget, meanwhile, that the Navy SEALs who carried out the mission did not know whether their intended target, Osama bin Laden, was really inside that compound. Then they climbed the stairs and came face to face with him. Here's Jake Tapper with new details.
So many new details about the attack on the compound. The mission, called Operation Neptune Spear, definitively a kill mission. In Abbottabad on Sunday, one SEAL team climbed to the third floor of the bin Laden house and came face to face with America's public enemy number one. But today we learned that Osama bin Laden was not armed.
If he had, in fact, thrown up his hands, surrendered, and didn't appear to represent any kind of threat, then they were to capture him. But they had full authority to kill him.
CIA Director Leon Panetta told the PBS NewsHour that bin Laden was not shooting back as the 25-man assault team attacked the compound.
When they got up there, there were some threatening moves that were made that clearly represented a clear threat to our guys, and that's the reason they fired.
This, of course, was not some poor defenseless man. He was a mass murderer who, for all anyone knew, was wearing a suicide vest, and it was not as if they were welcomed with tea.
The resistance was consistent from the moment they landed till the end of the operation.
Back at the White House, the president and his team were monitoring the events in real time. This photograph so vividly capturing the tension on Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's face. Panetta at CIA headquarters was on a corner of the screen explaining to the president and his team what they were watching. But when the SEALs were inside, the president and his team had no idea what was going on, and it was nerve-wracking.
There was a time period of almost 20 or 25 minutes where we really didn't know just exactly what was going on.
Eventually came news from the commander of Special Operations in Afghanistan. Vice Admiral McCraven heard one of the SEALs say Geronimo, the code for the capture or killing of bin Laden. Today, we also learned from the CIA that intelligence was only 60 to 80% sure that bin Laden was in this Pakistani enclave. But officials said the information was the most solid since bin Laden evaded capture at Tora Bora, Afghanistan in 2001. Bin Laden was buried at sea.
The body was placed on a prepared flat board, tipped up, and the deceased body eased into the sea.
The body now gone, many on Capitol Hill are now asking for photographic proof.
The photos have to be released, most definitely to make sure we get rid of any conspiracy theorists that think that we didn't take care of bin Laden.
CIA Director Panetta has made it clear he agrees, but the decision is the president's. U.S. officials who have seen the photographs of bin Laden's corpse describe them as bloody, with a massive gunshot wound to his forehead.
It's fair to say that it's a gruesome photograph.
That could be inflammatory. That's the sensitivity you're...
It is certainly possible that, and this is an issue that we are taking into consideration, is that it could be inflammatory.
A difficult decision. Perhaps the last one about the monster who headed al-Qaeda that President Obama will ever have to make. This is Jake Tapper for Nightline at the White House.